My name's Alan Ashton. I'm the program director for the transformation program that's happening across Marshalls of Cambridge. The piece of work that we've picked up and been doing is primarily in the land systems area. The land systems area covers platforms and vehicle integration, some managed support services, and then the other parts of the business that we had a heavy impact in is the aerospace. They primarily work on maintenance of Hercules C-130s across a number of the global fleets. Within that, there's engineering activities, technical activities, as well as the pure maintenance work. And there's a number of support services that are supplied in various places around the world. Yeah, so I led the transformation program that was called Horizon. Within that program, there was a number of key areas that led to a bit of a step change for the business. Marshalls was operating across a number of different legacy systems. Some of them were actually locally developed as well. Our job was to bring the change elements, the operating model, and the systems and processes all into a common platform, and we did that by harmonizing across an ERP called IFS. So Monochrome came in and did a number of important roles for us. Actually, Monochrome led one of the more difficult implementations that we did out in Canada, but they also contributed to the management team that was working directly for myself, which meant that in turn they contributed to the other implementations that we were doing, pretty much in a delivery focus, but they also offered some technical support, some change support, and some analysis support, which ultimately led to the successful delivery of the program. So we went live per our plan. Which was really quite important from a business case, a cost perspective, but more importantly, we delivered the total scope, which was significant. We delivered everything capability-wise, all the way across from just basic finance down to complicated maintenance repair. And in between that, there was supply chain and a number of other manufacturing key functions. So because of the resources that were supplied by Monochrome, we were able to achieve that in what was at the beginning considered an unrealistic time frame, especially as we were implementing internationally in a COVID world. It was all done remotely, which is challenging in itself, and especially when all of the technical environments were actually located on Canadian soil. So it was quite a challenge to do that, and Monochrome helped us to get to the point where we were able to call a successful go live and a good post go live but support period afterwards, and the business is now operating on that platform. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the big area that the Monochrome team helped us with that we truly didn't expect was around the solution itself. I mean, we had a solution architect across the work, but he was spread quite thin, and the Monochrome team was able, through their previous business experience, to give us really good help and sound advice about how the solution could look. And once they got their hands dirty with the solution, they were even working in the solution, configuring for us, helping us to prove the solution with our end user. So I think, fair respect, it wasn't expected, and we got it as an additional benefit to our engagement with Monochrome. I think the truth is, don't underestimate the work that's to be done. The biggest elements of this, I mean, forgetting the technical side of standing up infrastructure and kit, and actually putting the ERP into play, configuring it, is the change element. So this was quite a big step in a couple of the areas of Marshall's business, and I'd just say don't underestimate that change curve, because it is significant. And the more you can do on change management up front to get the organisation ready for the change that's going to come, and therefore then the operation that's there fit for purpose afterwards, the more work you can do on that, you will gain time by investing that time up front. I think the evidence of my relationship since the work was finished is most probably the best way of answering this. So I've already recommended Monochrome to a couple of additional customers, and other programs around becoming involved with post and Marshall's workers. I've been speaking with the Monochrome team and bringing bringing people on board, one already successfully. So I think that the short answer is yes, and the evidence is that we're actually doing that. So yeah, I would absolutely recommend Monochrome going forward.